More than 3 decades after the original launch, we're getting reports about GMC reviving one of its most legendary pickup trucks. The original Syclone impressed the truck community back in the day, with its capable turbo V6 and overall performance. Will history repeat, and can this resurrection bring back the glory? We have found 7 reasons why GMC Syclone is a diamond in the rough of the small size pickup truck segment. Let's begin. Number 7. High performance pickup. The new GMC Syclone will enter the segment of compact pickups, where things have drastically changed over the last few years. After the arrival of the Ford Maverick and the Hyundai Santa Cruz, small pickups are smooth, comfortable, and refined. But despite all these benefits, something is still missing: a dedicated performance version, and that's where the new GMC Syclone is about to act. This pickup would follow the path of the original and come with a design that's road-oriented, with sport suspension and a chassis setup that turns something with a truck body into a genuine street racer. But above all, there is the engine. If you're old enough to remember the original Syclone, you probably know much about its turbocharged 4.3-liter V6 engine, which was heavily upgraded with parts from the bigger 5.7 V8. As a result, the max output was 280 horsepower, which was impressive back in the day. So impressive that car magazines were comparing it with supercars of the time. With all that said, we're pretty sure that management is aware that they need something special for the new model, unless they want to disappoint the crowd again. So even though the new 2.7-liter Turbo 4 that can be tuned all the way up to 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque looks good on paper, we think that something with 6 cylinders would be a much better choice. The only problem is that there aren't many such units in the GM family at the moment. Some sources speculate about turbocharging the 3.6-liter unit, but we're thinking about something more exotic, more prestigious. We're thinking of Cadillac's 3.0-liter twin-turbo with 400 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. That would be a worthy successor. Still, keep in mind that such a version would cost a fortune, so the company will probably also come up with something more ordinary for the entry level, something with competitive prices and high volume sales in mind. We're thinking of the aforementioned 2.7-liter Turbo 4, while some sources even speculate about the 2.0-liter unit. No matter the engine choice, we expect to see GM's recently updated and upgraded 8-speed automatic transmission, and as a performance-oriented pickup, the Syclone could come with additional drive modes, and maybe even a steering with mounted paddle shifters. Number 6. Canyon-based pickup. Another reason why the GMC Syclone could stand out from the crowd is the overall design. If you look at today's compact pickups, they're heavily based on crossovers, with unibody platforms, refined suspension setups, etc. That is not what we expect from this revival. No, we count on a genuine pickup truck design, with a body-on-frame platform and all the benefits that come with it. In other words, the new Syclone would be heavily based on the GMC Canyon, which has just been redesigned and impresses with its aggressive styling, strong performance, luxurious cabin, and more. The Syclone would ride on the same platform, but it would feature smaller dimensions to fit the standards of the compact pickup segment. This also leads us to the body style, whereas many sources suggest a single cab layout just like the original. The only problem is that these are different times, when regular cab pickups aren't as popular as they used to be, especially not in the compact segment. So the new model would either come in a double cab or in both single and double cab layouts. However, the key benefits of the Canyon-based design would be under the skin. The Syclone would be more rugged, more durable, and more capable than the unibody competition. Number 5. Attractive design. Although unibody pickups like Maverick and Santa Cruz are great in many ways, they're not perfect, and one of the problems we have with them is the look. None of these two look particularly attractive for a pickup. The Maverick is dull, while the Hyundai's pickup is overstyled. On the other hand, the Syclone would most likely come with the same face as the Canyon, which would make it by far the most rugged-looking pickup in the segment. Simply put, the new Canyon looks amazing. We like its ruggedness, which comes from a combination of bold overall design and futuristic aesthetical solutions. The Syclone could easily feature the same face, which looks pretty similar to full-size siblings, such as Sierra and Yukon. But that wouldn't be the only great detail about Syclone's styling. As a performance-oriented pickup, this model would come with many upgrades you don't usually see in a vehicle of this type, as was the case with the original. Lower ground clearance, lower profile tires, and a lot of unique body kits are just some of the things that come to mind. Number 4. Modern and well-equipped interior. Once again, we can refer to the Canyon, which has just been redesigned and now features one of the nicest cabins in the class. If the new Syclone really comes based on this midsize pickup, we have no doubt it will feature the same or very similar dashboard design, which is definitely a good thing. The Canyon utilizes quality materials and combines them with modern and attractive aesthetics. All that is complemented by a lot of attention to detail and some pretty advanced tech features, including a massive 11.3-inch infotainment screen and available 11-inch digital instrument cluster, along with numerous connectivity features. Of course, the Syclone would be designed in a similar fashion, and the only thing that's a little bit unclear at the moment is if we could see the original model's single cab layout again. In any case, we can count on a well-equipped cabin, ready to tackle key competitors with a lot of aces up its pocket. And as a performance-oriented model, we presume it would come with a couple of interior details that accentuate its sporty character. Things that come to mind are upgraded seats, sporty steering wheel, paddle shifters, exclusive interior trim, and many more. Number 3. Superior towing capacity. As we've just mentioned, unibody pickups are great, but not perfect. And if there is a thing to complain about, that would be towing. Simply put, due to the car-based platform and front-wheel drive bias setup, they can't tow as much as traditional body-on-frame pickups. And as the new Syclone is expected to feature a traditional body-on-frame design, it should humiliate its rivals when it comes to max towing capacity. Although it's still early for more precise predictions, we see no reason why this pickup wouldn't be as capable as the Canyon, especially if it comes with that super capable twin-turbo V6 from Cadillac. Even with the Turbo 4, the Canyon can tow up to 7,700 pounds, which is almost 2 times more than the Maverick and 2,700 pounds more than the Hyundai Santa Cruz can tow. Considering the same platform and similar chassis setup, we don't see a reason why the Syclone wouldn't match these numbers or get pretty close. Number 2. Competitive price. So far, everything sounds great about the Syclone, but none of this will matter much if it doesn't come with a competitive price. Of course, it's easy to guess that the high-performance version that closely resembles the original will cost a fortune, but on the other hand, the base version should be priced pretty reasonably. How much that would be, it's hard to say, but if we consider that the Canyon starts at around $38,000, it's obvious that Syclone's price can go down a lot. First of all, it will be smaller and could also come in a single cab layout. Also, it will probably feature a little bit less standard equipment and definitely won't come standard with the most capable version of the 2.7-liter Turbo 4 that puts out 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque. With all that said, it still probably won't be as affordable as the Maverick, but we believe it can go under $30,000 in the most basic variant. Number 1. Resurrection of a legend. Anyone who knows anything about marketing will tell you that bringing back familiar nameplates from the past can provide a good jumpstart, but things aren't that simple with the Syclone, because this nameplate carries a lot of weight, as it was used for one of the most exciting pickups of the 90s. The original model changed the way we look at pickups with its sports stance and capable turbo V6 engine, so the expectations from the new model would be extremely high. Things become complicated once you realize that some of GM's recent resurrections were pretty disappointing, especially in the case of the new Chevy Blazer. In our humble opinion, this is a good thing for GMC, because the lesson is learned and this company knows that it can't afford to disappoint fans with this resurrection. The stakes are high, but if the outcome turns out successful, only the sky will be the limit for the new Syclone. That's why we have no doubt GMC engineers will do their best to create something that can go in the same sentence as the original. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.